on their home floor to Army. Corning with the right-hand dribble up top. Gets around Stoddard. Now has the mismatch. Long three. Right side is good. Back to Minato. Left side. Here's a three. No good as it rattles off the rim. It's pulled down by Rooney. Rooney cross-court pass right side. Driving the lane. Throwing it up. Off glass. Gets it to go. It's Mara Strickland. Army ahead by 1 with 6:48 to go in this first half. Here's a free throw line jumper that's no good from Johnson. It's pulled down by Rooney. Rooney works from right to left. Handoff. This is Strickland, a three. It's good. 5 straight points from top of the key, Rooney. Handoff, Corning, right wing, driving the baseline, right side, throws it up, off glass, gets it to go, and the foul underneath as she was hacked. And Fordham extends their lead further, 21-15 with 3:18 to go in the first half. 7 underneath. This is Schretzman, throws it up off the glass, high, no good. It's tipped out now, pulled down by Rooney. She works right to left. At the right elbow, pulls up a J is good. Now to Strickland, 5 to shoot, left corner, 3, too short. It's gonna go back on the baseline. It's pulled down by Fordham. Now a Collins 3, right side, it's good from downtown. 10:40 to go in regulation. Fordham with a 3-point lead. 45 to go in regulation. Here's a free throw, Jay. Bounces off the right side, off the backboard, and off the right side again. Collins gets it up to Corning off the board. To the right corner, driving in. Here's a runner, gets it to go. Strickland and the foul. 3-point play potentially on the way. And Rooney just outside the arc. Between the leg dribble, here's the 3, left side. It is good from Abigail Corning off the short pass from Rooney. 14 to shoot, driving baseline, 15 feet away, pulls out, cross-court pass, Collins, left corner 3, is good! 39-34, Fordham 7:43 to go in regulation.
Mike, I thought this was the first round of the NIT, not the three-point shootout.
Side with the jab step, now pulls into the paint, to the right corner, Stoddard, 2 to shoot, throws it up, long 2, is good! 47-40, Fordham. Per game in 2 consecutive years. Second free throw is up and good. Fordham up now by 9 points. Up the floor near side, Minato spins away from the pressure. 10 seconds to go. On the right elbow, throws up a J, no. Poked around, pulled down by Corning, and they aren't going to foul. 3 seconds left. Fordham has defeated Army in the first round of the WNIT 55-46 in the Rose Hill Gym. Again, Fordham wins by 9. The one-on-one post-game report next. You're listening to Fordham Rams basketball.
First of all, I just want to congratulate Army on a terrific year. I've been in Dave's situation, when I was at LIU and we were the #1 seed and lost at home to go further, and it's, you have to pick up the pieces, and I thought it was a very resilient Army team. But I think our kids, our schedule and what we've done in Atlantic 10 really came through down the stretch, and I think that was the difference in tonight's game.
Any questions for the student athletes?
Mara, what was it like coming off of Saturday's loss? What did you tell the team to sort of get them ready for tonight's game and sort of put that behind you guys?
Well, after Saturday's game, we had a nice day off, so it was good. And then Coach came to us and she was saying, we got to move forward. We're blessed to have the opportunity to play in the NIT tournament. We're excited to be in postseason play. And we had a good practice yesterday. Our energy was good and we're positive, and we're excited to move forward.
How does it feel winning a postseason game?
So exciting, so exciting. Every game that we get to keep playing together, we're lucky.
Mara, what do you think was the key to stopping Army tonight?
I think in the first half, our D wasn't so tight. But the second half, we really focused in on our team defense, helping each other out, and being really sharp with our switches. And I think that was the key for our win tonight.
Abigail, you hit a couple big threes the other night, Saturday night, carries over tonight. What was the key for you offensively to help out Mara and Aaron when they were a little off at times?
Just, stay in my groove and take the shots when when they present themselves. And, some people can score some nights, other people score the other nights. And so I was just trying to embrace my role like I usually do. And, they just started falling, so it was a good night.
Double, you embraced the role.
Yeah, pretty good.
Not only that, Abigail, but you guys were hitting threes late in the shot clock too, which is great for you and devastating for them.
Yeah. We get to the end of the shot clock sometimes. It's a little scary when it gets there, but we're usually good at staying composed and trying to find the open shooter, and we have a lot of good shooters on our team, so we can try to find them, and they usually knock them down.
in the same regard. Army's defense, was also highly rated. How difficult did they make things for your offense tonight?
They were really physical. They were tough. They, pulled us out of our offense a little bit, and we're one of the teams that likes to, be in our offense and stay in the groove. And when teams take us out of our offense, we get a little frazzled sometimes. But I think in the second half we were able to kind of withstand their pressure and just control the tempo of the game.
Mara, you guys had a few more turnovers than usually. Was that more of a test to Army's defense, or were you guys just playing a little sloppy?
Maybe a combination of both. I think we weren't as tight as we usually were, especially in the first half. We came out a little loosey-goosey, but we were able to tighten it up in the second half. But they were strong defenders.
Anything else for the players?
Mara, Sam Clark didn't really play a lot today, but Charlotte Stoddard stepped up, hit a big shot late. How huge was that for you guys, especially down the stretch?
I mean, it was definitely huge. It was a great shot. I think that's the beauty of our team. We're really balanced, and at any given moment, somebody can step up and be ready to play at any time, so it's exciting.
Did you think that one shot that you took over the shoulder was going to go in?
Pardon?
Did that one shot you kind of put up late, did you know it was going to go in?
You always think they're all going in. The shot's going in.
Anything else for the players? All right, guys, you can
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Andrew.
Coach.
Coach, when you talk about the physical aspects of this game, I haven't talked to Dave yet, but I get a sense that he probably wanted a few more calls because they were trying to get those leads and stuff, and they weren't getting any.
You know what, I thought in the first half, and I challenged the kids at halftime, I thought we got out tough. I think Dave does a great job. I think they're extremely well coached. They play really hard. I mean, look at their point guard, had doubled up. She's got a very slight body, but she's just so crafty, and she's a fighter, and I think that resembles, the way Dave coaches. And I just think, for us, I think we're a pretty good defensive team. We spend a ton of time on defense, and we take a lot of pride. We're not a shot blocking team. We're probably one of the last place teams in the United States in shot blocking, because we really don't let kids block shots other than Sam Clark. So we're a really disciplined team, and we play. One of our keys was to play defense without foul.
Coach, they started off 5 for 10 in the first half, and then I think at the under 12, you guys started to press a little bit more, and I think they shot 3 for 20 from there on out. Can you talk about the play of the guards? Pressing Aaron, and Mara really pressing them.
That was the key. We said the key to the game was to, one, just make life difficult for 5 and 25. That was our goal, was to try to make them take difficult shots and make difficult shots and force other kids to step up. Force other kids to knock down shots. And I think, we made a decision down the stretch to go with Charlotte just because we could switch everything, and because Sam, she doesn't have the athletic ability of a Charlotte, so that's what we stayed with because it was working. And so therefore, at the end, with us being able to switch everything, they weren't really going to the post. They were looking to drive off of 5 or 25, so we really weren't getting hurt on the mismatches.
There were 2 plays from Erin. One where she goes for a loose ball and gets a jump ball, and then there's another one where she there's a turnover and then she runs back and gets the steal.
It's huge.
Can you talk about just her drive and how she's almost like the force behind this team and never giving up?
Yeah, and I think with Erin there was some residue from the Saturdays game. Because I think she puts a lot on her. The one thing I found with Erin, having coached her for a long time, is she's a perfectionist, and so I think she was really disappointed in Saturday. And she's not a selfish kid and all, but I think she realized that she had a tough game, and I said to her, and I texted her, and I said, we wouldn't even have been in the championship game without the way you play. You got to let that go. You have an opportunity to move on. I think Erin's going to be better on Saturday's game just because she went through this game, but a testament to her. She made 2 huge plays that were different that don't really show up in the session.
Coach, it's the first time you moved into the second round of the NIT. What did you learn from this game, from your team, and what needs to happen on Saturday to keep things rolling?
I was really impressed with the kids' composure. Because Army made a big run, and like I said, at one point I thought it was Army home game, and when they made that run, I had to try my best to keep them. Even Ange reminded me, because we had some stupid passes, to use I don't want to use curse words, but it was like, what are you doing? Like Abigail going back. And so I had to remind myself the most important thing is they're going to, kind of reflect off of me, so I had to stay calm. And I saw in the timeouts that the kids were really calm. And we go back to all the time of special situations, which we spent a lot of time in practice, like, all right guys, we're up 3 with 3:30 to go, put yourself in that place. Let's do the same thing like we do against Scout Squad. And I think it's such a resilient group. And I got to tell you, with Mara, our first practice on Tuesday, what is today? Thursday, right? So when we came back, we practiced Monday, and Mara was heartbroken because there wasn't the energy that we normally bring, and I challenged them. And then the next day, obviously, I think they brought it to bring it, and then I sent them a text this morning. Roses are red, violets are blue. It's March Madness. Let's get to the next 32. So you got to stay light with the kids, and this is a group that you have to stay light. I just thought we pressed a lot today, and I think that we needed to get that game out of our system. And I think we're going to be much better on Saturday.
You've said that this entire season you've been saying the tradition begins now. You guys win the first 12 season game here. How's it feel, to have tradition begin and now to continue hopefully on Saturday?
Well, I said to the kids before the game, because one of the things we put in our box in the locker room, I put the number 32, like to get to the next round. And I said to them, guys, if you go back and reflect when we lost to Lafayette here, it was a Patriot team. I said that was a turning point in our season. Because that was, we had to kind of look ourselves in the mirror and say, what can we all, including myself obviously, what can we all do better to change? Because at that point, we were the same record as the team the year before with much better talent. So that Colorado State double overtime game, was huge for us. Because it was a, kind of a, getting over the hump type win. And we knew, Lafayette beat us, and so Army had won the Patriots. So we knew we were going to have a fight. I know that we were a well-coached team. So for us, just, I was so proud of the kids because just to feel the energy in the gym, we haven't had that all year, and it just, I think we've gotten some believers after Saturday's game, and I think I've had so many people on campus come up and say, thanks for making this such a special atmosphere right now, making people believe in Fordham, and there's nothing like that feeling representing university, and I think the kids have really taken ownership of that and taken a lot of pride.
Just build on Anthony's point, that was the first postseason win for Fordham since 1980, and 25 wins matches the second highest total in school history.
Talking mushroom. So that's how it feels, Anthony.
Anything else for Coach?
And thanks you guys for all coming. We appreciate it because it really helps the kids with the exposure. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.